Good morning. My name is Donna Fatante. This is my audition tape for the Yoga 6 position, instructor position that's opening in South Burlington, Vermont. Today is Saturday, March 7th, and I am going to demonstrate how I instruct a yoga class. I will always introduce myself. My name is Donna. I'm here to guide you through your class. I'm not here to make you do anything that's going to be painful. However, if you do experience any pain during your practice, please back off and remember to breathe. The breathing in your yoga practice is the most important thing to remember and the easiest thing to forget. So I'm here to remind you when to breathe and how to breathe and when to inhale and to exhale. Usually the inhale is when we open ourselves up and the exhale is when we stretch and release. So we'll start with some breathing exercises. We'll start with either feet together or hip distance apart, whichever is more comfortable for you. You want to imagine that you are standing nice and tall, as if you were standing up against the wall behind you, where your head is against the wall and your shoulders are against the wall, and your core is embraced. As you inhale, take your arms overhead, big deep breath in through your nose, reach, feel the stretch, hands come to touch, and as you exhale, release your arms down and feel as if you are releasing the stress of the day. Inhale through the nose, fill your lungs. Deep breath, reach, feeling the stretch, and as you exhale, we relax, release, and we let go. And again, inhale, rise. Reach and inhale, and this time as you exhale, we're going to swan dive forward. So you tip at your hips and you float to the floor all the way down. Soften your knees here if you need to. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Your head's going to relax down, so shake it yes and no. So there's no tension in your neck. And just feel yourself relax and let go. Get a nice stretch in the lower back, the back of the legs. You feel the blood maybe rushing to your head, that's okay. And to come out of it, we're going to round up. So pulling in your abs, you're going to articulate your spine one vertebra at a time, as if you were pressing it right up against the wall behind you, using your core muscles to stack your spine. Head would be last, right on top. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, we're going to dive out and down to the floor. If you can touch the floor, that's wonderful. If not, that's okay. Now as you inhale, extend your back, looking up, and then as you exhale, round your spine. As you pull your abs in and press your back against that imaginary wall, and your shoulders roll back and your chest and your heart is open. And we stop. Good. We're going to do a sun salutation to help to warm up the body. So we start in what is called mountain pose with your hands in prayer at your heart. And again, you're up against that imaginary wall, so you're tall and strong like a mountain. As you inhale, reach your arms up overhead through the nose. And as you exhale, a little back bend here, just an easy one to start. Inhale, rise up. And as you exhale, we swan dive forward, come all the way down. Again, fingertips to the floor if you can reach. If not, you can take them to your shins. And as you inhale, lift your head, your chest, and lengthen your back. And as you exhale, folding all the way down. Let's take one foot back and a big step back. Hands are nice and flat on the floor. Then the other foot goes back as we come into a plank position. You want to make sure hands are under the shoulders, abs are tight. We're not lifting the hips up like this. We're in a nice strong plank. If this is difficult, you can always just drop to your knees. Inhale, and as you exhale into a chaturanga, you're going to lower your body down. Elbows in close to your body as you come all the way down. As you inhale, toes back, Lift your head, lift your chest, shoulders back, looking up into an up dog. And as you exhale, lower back down. Toes roll under behind you as you inhale back into plank. And as you exhale, lift your hips up, press them back, and you're going right into a down dog. So down dog is very important here. You want to remember to keep your hands flat on the floor so your palms are pushing in to the floor. You want to look down at your feet. If you can see your ankles, you want to see a nice little wrinkle on the top of your ankles. You want to hold it for at least 5 breaths. Inhale, and as you exhale, push a little deeper into your down dog. The heels are getting to the floor. You're looking down. The forehead's coming towards the floor. You're getting a great stretch here. Holding here, one more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, you're pushing back into your hips. And now as you look up to your hands, we're going to take the same foot that went back first up to the front. So reach your left foot, bring your left foot up. Bring it right up in between your hands. Now if it doesn't quite make it all the way up, reach for it and bring it up right between your hands. Your other foot comes right up next to it. As you're on your fingertips or your shins, lift your head and chest and look up. Inhale, exhale, folding down. As you reach your arms out to the side, inhale, come all the way up again. Reach until your palms come up and touch. Slight back bend here. And as you exhale, bring your hands right back to your heart. And hold and breathe. And just feel the sensation throughout your body. Feel the arms, everything warming up nice. And we're going to do it one more time. Usually I like to do a few sun salutations, but because this is an audition, I'm just going to do it one more time. Maybe a little faster this time. As you inhale, reach both arms up. Looking up. As you exhale, you're arching back. Inhale to come up. And exhale, we dive out and down. Inhale on your fingertips, look up. Exhale, right foot back. Left foot back, plank position. Inhale, lengthen your back. And as you exhale into a chaturanga, lower down. As you inhale, toes back, lift your head and your chest, up dog, and look up. And as you exhale, lower down. Toes under, inhale, lift up into plank. Exhale, right into your down dog. You're looking down at your feet. Sometimes I like to do some pedaling here. So one heel pressing to the floor at a time. Stretching the calf muscles, stretching your Achilles. And as both heels press down, stretching your arms, your shoulders, your back. Now as you look up to your hands, now the right foot steps up right between the hands. And again, help it if you need to. Left foot comes right next to it. And as you're on your fingertips, inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, folding down. Arms reach out to the side. As you inhale, come all the way back up. Slightly arching back at the top. And as you exhale, we're right back in to our mountain pose. And again, 4 or 5 times with the sun salutation to help warm us up. Now, we're going to come down onto all fours to do some cat-cow, a vinyasa sequence. So we're coming down with hands under shoulders. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Knees are under the hips. And cat-cow really helps to warm up the spine a little bit. The breathing being very important in your cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're going to lift your head, you're going to lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, tailbone up, and as you exhale, pull your tailbone under, bring your chin to your chest, round your spine into your cat pose, like your Halloween cat. Inhale, lift, look up, you're arching your back, and exhale, pull the abs in, round your back. Inhale one more time. Through the nose, shoulders back, and as you exhale, tuck it all under, chin to chest, rounding your spine. Oh, that feels so good. We're going to sit back into a child's pose just to release the back. Coming back up, let's go into a warrior series, which I love to do. We're gonna start, again, in mountain pose. Hopefully, let's see if I turn it kind of like on an angle, and you might be able to see better. Right? So, let's take the left foot and take a big step back. Now to line up your warrior two pose, you want your heel of the front foot lined up with the arch of the back foot, as if you were standing on a balance beam. So find that alignment, wide enough step, so that when your knee comes forward, it is directly over your ankle. Warrior two, you want your hips to be square with the front, and your arms are right out to the side, shoulders are down, deep into your stretch. You want to push the power into that back foot. Hold it here in your warrior two position. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's take it into a reverse warrior, lifting up in the front, reaching back, feeling the opening in the front of your body. As you inhale back into warrior two, you're going to exhale into a side angle pose with your forearm resting on your thigh, lifting the top arm up and over and reaching. So from the fingertip to the heel of the back foot's a nice long straight line. So once more, the sequence. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale into your side angle pose. And again, inhale. Exhale. Deeper each time. Inhale. And exhale. And stretch. Good. Coming back up, let's straighten the front leg for a triangle pose. You're going to just shift your rib cage forward here, and as you come down into your triangle, you want to lengthen both arms in opposition. Shoulder is back, fingertips to the ceiling. Now your triangle is really good stretch for your torso, but it's very important, doesn't matter how far you go. If you're down here and you're rounding forward, that is not triangle. If you're up here and you're up against that imaginary wall behind you, now you have good form for your triangle pose. Inhale. As you exhale, let's lower this hand down. And we're going to walk around to the center, bringing the feet parallel. Inhale, up on the fingertips, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, let's drop down into a straddle position. Forehead to the floor, hands right underneath your shoulders. If you want, you can grab onto the big toes here with your first two fingers and gently pull. We're going for a great stretch, back of the legs, through the hips, and the lower back. Inhale. As you exhale, go a little deeper. Keeping your knees straight to get the stretch going on back of the legs. Bringing your hands back underneath your shoulders, coming on your fingertips. Inhale, stretch and look up. Exhale and hold it here. With your arms out like an airplane. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms come up to touch. And exhale, bring it back out to the side. Palms down. Turn the front foot. Let's go right into a warrior one pose. So bend the knee in front, back into your warrior two. As both arms come overhead, you're going to turn to look forward. So this time you want your hips to be square to the front. Deep, powerful pose. Arms reaching overhead. Reach up, lift up. There's a slight back bend going here. That's always good. And looking up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dropping deeper into your legs. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring your hands right back to your heart. You're going to step up with the back leg. Nice and tall into your mountain pose. I think that's 10 minutes. I do the same sequence on the other side. Let's let's do a pyramid pose. I like pyramid pose. Pyramid pose is interesting. We're going to take the feet about 2.5 feet apart and then turn your toes back foot about 45 degrees, the front foot's forward. Heels in this one are lined up. So pyramid is about stretching your hamstrings, getting into your lower back. Hips are squared off, and to be sure that this hip doesn't open out to the side, you can keep your hands on your hips to keep them square and even. Deep breath as you rise, inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, you're going to tip at your hips. You're going to stop watching those hip stones and start rocking around. Keep them stable. And you're going to stop when your torso is parallel to the floor. Just to double check in on your form. Knees are still straight, shoulders are back, abs are tight, hips are even. Now you might be already feeling that wonderful stretch in your hamstring, and you can stay here. Or you can take your hands to the top of your shin, and if you can maintain this form, slide down a little deeper. Watching those shoulders don't roll forward, watching that hip doesn't open up. Really focusing on your form. Inhale and exhale deeper. Each exhale bringing you deeper into the pose. A lot of times I'll see this. Everybody wants to get down there. Everybody wants to get to their goal. In yoga, there is no goal. It's just a practice that goes further and further each time you do it. So you can be here, you can be here. As long as you're not compromising your form, you're getting a great stretch and a great workout. There's lots of options here. You can take your hands behind your head, your back, sorry. Grab your elbows. You can do a reverse prayer behind your elbows. The wonderful thing about yoga is everybody is at their own pace, so you can do your own practice. I am just here as your guide. To come out of it, you can take your hands back to your hips, make sure they didn't move, and with a nice straight back, come back straight up. And then you can swivel on your heels, and then do the other side the same way. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I covered all the bases. It's a lot of fun. I totally enjoy teaching yoga, helping people through their practice. I hope I get to see you soon. Thank you again, and namaste.